All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Welcome everyone to the uh, new 2022 SEO formula for your roofing company. We're at the end of the year and it's time to start thinking about how your SEO strategy is working out for you. My name is Chris Hunter, and let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to cover. We're going to talk about how to get ranked for the most profitable roofing keywords, right? Not every keyword is worth going after, right? But we're going to talk about, how are we going to actually get ranked for the profitable ones, right? We're going to talk about how to build authority to the pages on your website rank. And we're going to talk about how to build relevant links that move the needle in the Google search listings. And then most importantly, we're going to talk about how to get your internal SEO checklist. And then if we have time, we might actually audit a few sites. Okay. All right. So who am I? My name is Chris Hunter. I am the chief marketing hero of Marketing Heroes and Roofing Sites. We live in College Station, Texas. This is a really old picture. Actually, I need to update this picture. This is me after a big bike ride. And my really young boys, they are much older now. Like the one on the left there is 16 years old, and the one on the right is 13 years old. And then there's a baby, can't really see, in the stroller right next to me, and she is 10 years old. So anyways, I am a father, obviously, of three. And I've been doing SEO since 1998, really since before Google even launched. And my first site that I ranked was on Yahoo, and that was for my web design company, my fledgling web design company in 1998, when I was just starting out. And it was a way different process, obviously, back then with Yahoo, and that was the whole reason that Google came in and took over. And once they did, I kind of jumped right in there and learned how to get ranked on Google. And that wasn't really the object for that. For me, it was just trying to get my web design, website, my web design business website ranked. So, kind of important thing to do. And, you just want to make sure that, anyway, I'm not going to get into that. All right. So roofing sites, we started that in around 2018. We decided to hone in on the roofing industry. We had several roofing company clients, and we decided, you know what, these guys are pretty cool to work with. And so, why not concentrate a little bit on them? Okay. Our mission now is to double the size of 1,000 roofing companies by 2025. That is a lofty, lofty goal. We're not even a tenth of the way there yet, but we're working on that. Okay. So that's what you call a BHAG, your big, hairy, audacious goal. So and a random fact about me, I smoke Texas style barbecue every single Sunday. So I love to smoke brisket and just about everything. I've smoked all sorts of things, including like mac and cheese, so and queso and all sorts of cool things. So if you like Texas style barbecue, because that's where I'm at and I'm in Texas here, if you like Texas style barbecue, well, you're in the right place, and I would love to talk with you about it because I can talk that stuff all day long. All right, but that's not why we're here. Let's talk about the 4R roofing appointment machine, right? So what is this? And what we're going to talk about today, really on the SEO side of things and getting ranked on Google, is just one little part of the overall scheme of how to do your marketing right. Okay. So the 4R roofing appointment machine is an evergreen marketing system that I developed here at Roofing Sites. It includes 4 pillars. That represent the sales cycle of how every roofing business works. Okay. So the first pillar is your reputation. And this is the very base here, because you can't do a whole heck of a lot without a solid reputation. All right. The next pillar in the 4R roofing system is reach. And this is where a lot of marketing companies, a lot of roofing companies, concentrate and really try to get their you're basically getting in front of more people today than knew you yesterday, right? Okay, so the next one is resell. And this is important because you want to actually resell back to the people who have bought from you before. It's 8 times easier, to do that. So we might as well, concentrate on that. And the next pillar is referral. Okay, so with all of these, right, all of these pillars represent something that you should be doing in your business. And as you see, there's a lot of stuff that's here. We're not going to concentrate on the 4-hour roofing machine, but the 4-hour roofing appointment machine, right? But I want you to know that there is an overall marketing strategy that you should be working on in your roofing company. All right. Okay, so what we are here to talk about today, though, is the roofing ranking machine, right? So I like to call everything machines just because, machines typically work, unless they're broken. All right, so what is the roofing ranking machine? What it is to me is SEO, search engine optimization, getting ranked, okay? SEO equals links plus content. I've been doing SEO for, like I said, since 1998. And since that time, I have done almost the exact same thing on every single one of the websites that I have worked on, okay, and ranked. And we've ranked some really, really competitive websites out there. Random fact, I was working with a bumper company and we beat Ford right out for some keywords. We actually got in trouble because we were using one of their product names. So I guess you're not supposed to do that, with something that's trademarked. But either way, that was pretty cool to beat Ford out for their own keywords, right? Okay. So let's talk about this ranking machine. All right. So to me, a ranking machine, this is the recipe that I've developed over the past 20 in between, what is that, 22 years, 24 years, whatever it's been, right? And it hasn't changed a whole heck of a lot. Okay, so what this means is that, and this looks really, really complicated. We're going to get into the weeds on all of this stuff, but this is the overall bird's eye view of the roofing ranking machine. So what's the most important thing in 2022, right? We're talking about coming into this new year and, Google changes. I mean, they change every single year. They change, pretty much every single day. Something about Google changes every single day. Imagine trying to keep up with that, right? So how do we keep up with that, right? And what's on the forefront for this year right now? All right, to me, speed. I said this last year at the beginning of the year, right? That speed is going to be an issue, and it has been, right? If your site is slow, you're most likely not going to rank above your competitors. Okay. This is an issue. So it's something that you need to address now. Right. Links is still the most important thing in 2022, I think. Google has changed the way that they treat links over the past, 20 years. However, links are still important. In fact, I'm one of my mastermind groups that I'm in, SEO mastermind groups that I'm in. We're doing a test over backlinks versus content, right? And so the test was simple, right? Build 2 websites exactly the same. One has a whole ton of content with no links. The other one has hardly any content with a whole bunch of links. Okay. And what we found is that it's an inconclusive. Neither one of those sites ranked. Okay, so let's go back to my original recipe, right? SEO equals links plus content. You've got to have both, right? And this is still super, super important these days, right? Is that you want to make sure that you have both links and guess what? On-site content, right? What is on-site content? Well, that's actually text in pages that are on your website. Okay. I come across so many websites that have like 5 pages to them. Okay, that's great. Maybe 10 pages. Vast majority of the roofing websites that I come across and look at and audit have only like 5 to 10 pages, right? That's nowhere near enough content for Google to outrank your competitors, right? And it's because Google feeds on content. And when I say content, I mean text, right? Text that is talking about and to your target audience, as well as it has that SEO, flair to it. It's got keywords built into it. Okay, so it's important. It's very important. But links. All right, going back to that one. Let's talk about links right now. So way back in the early days of Google, right? People started figuring out that there was a way to game Google and outrank pretty much everyone. And that was because Google's page rank was built a lot on the amount of links coming back to a website. Okay. So if you had a whole bunch of links coming back, you could outrank your competitors. Well, Google got wise about that kind of stuff, and so in 2012, somewhere around 2012, they released the Penguin update, and the Penguin update was basically it took down everyone with bad backlinking practices. Okay, like before then, you could go out and you could buy all these backlinking packages that was supposed to help you out, right? And what happened is that the vast majority of SEOs, right, just killed their clients' websites because they were using and following a bad backlinking profile or practice. Okay, so good links is better now, right? So we want to make sure that we're getting good links coming into the website. And so what is a good link? Good link is something like a link from the NRCA website, from your local roofer contractors association. A link coming from your local news stations is also a good one. Those types of links, Better Business Bureau, Chamber of Commerce, Yelp, Facebook, all of these things all add up into a big equation, right? And the better that those links are coming back to your website, the more powerful those links are. Those all serve as a vote in Google's eyes of how well that you should rank. Okay, so if you combine these top three items right now, right? Speed, links, on-site content, and the next one, which is a mobile website, right? Then you or a mobile friendly website. Let me put it that way, right? You combine all of these elements together and you start outranking your competitors. Now, for us on the on-site content thing, right? We go beyond just building out 10 pages, 20 pages for our clients, right? Because there's way more things that people search for. And so we want to rank for it all. And so our tool will plug into a website and build out landing pages, okay, for us. And we have it, using, programming that programs and builds out all of these landing pages for us. Our one of our clients that's been with us the longest has 4,000 landing pages, right? And they rank number one in their market for 3,900 and something, keywords. So I mean, it's like number one for all of those keywords. They completely kill it when it comes to, outranking their competition. And that's what the name of this game is. Okay. Okay. So what's the next thing? All right. Everybody give me a 1 if you're still with me, by the way. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's cool. All right. So just want to make sure I'm just not talking out to, a whole bunch of people. I see 1. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. If at any point, right, that I know I jumped right into this. I usually do in my webinars, but if at any point you have a question, just type it into the chat, and when I get to a stopping point, I'll look down there and see if there's any questions. Okay, all right, with me. All right, cool. Okay, so what are some other things here? The last thing that I've got on my list here for 2022 is page title keywords. You want to make sure that your keywords are put into the page titles for every single page. All right. So all of that stuff has to kind of match. All right. Hopefully y'all are with me. Hopefully you understand what this means. All right. So let's talk about the ultimate SEO checklist for roofers. I think I'm missing a slide here. Hang on. Let's go back. All right. So let's talk about my recipe here. I'm going to get out my handy dandy little pen. I'm going to illustrate where I am at here on this stuff. Okay. So what is the roofing ranking machine? Okay. So we first start with your website. All right. Before we do anything, you've got to have a website. And to me, it's got to be WordPress. Okay. So I come across just a ton and ton of websites that, you know, they're built off of other platforms other than WordPress. And here's the deal. If you actually analyze the top 10 websites in most markets, right, which I've gone through, and I've analyzed at least 40 or 50 markets, okay, main, good size markets, good competition. Almost all of those people, all of those websites that are in the top 10 are run off of WordPress. So if you're not running WordPress, right, you're getting left behind a little bit there. All right. So that's just kind of that first step. I would absolutely make sure that your website is on WordPress. That's supposed to be a 1, by the way. Number 2, you want to make sure that you have landing pages. What's a landing page? Well, landing page is a page that is written around a specific keyword. To me, these are service plus location pages. So for instance, roofing company in College Station, right? That's where I live. So roofing company, College Station, you want to make sure that you have a page that talks about roofing company in College Station. Okay. Roofer in College Station. There's to me, there's around 500 keywords, okay, that should all be landing pages all by themselves. All right. Number 2, then you create, 3, you create blogs, right? That then link back to these landing pages. Okay. They don't necessarily have to link back to one page. This an article, you can leverage it and link back to several other pages, but as long as they are linking to the landing pages, that's what we're interested in. And here's why. Because the reason that we're adding blogs on a regular basis, all of our roofers get 4 blogs per month, by the way, 1 every single week. Okay. The reason that we do this is that we're attracting the search engine spiders. Okay. We're feeding them spider food because search engine spiders consume text. That's what Google consumes. So you've got to feed Google if you want Google to come to your website, right? So the way that we attract the search engine spiders is that we then share this article out on social media. And the reason for that is that there is a spider. I'm going to do my best on drawing this. Okay, bear with me. Actually, they've got 4 legs or 8 legs, right? All right, so that's the search engine spider. Don't give me too hard of a time. All right, so this is the search engine spider that's sitting out there, right, waiting to be fed. Well, when it feels this strand of the web, right, of its major spider web, it's going to follow that, right, all the way back to this article. And then it's going to consume all that. And then it's going to go out and it's going to find another one. Okay. It's going to find another landing page, and then it's going to consume that text. So what happens over time is that this page right here, okay, gets pushed up in the search engines more and more and more. All right. Everybody with me so far? Real easy. Lots of landing pages. lots of articles that you then share out on social media. And to us, when I say social media, that means Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, now Google My Business. I don't have that icon in here, but Google My Business is owned by Google, so might as well use their social platform. So we do this on a regular basis, right? We have 4 of these for our clients that we post every single month. Okay, so everyone with me so far? All right, cool. Give me one in the chat if you're with me, if you understand. All right, good. Awesome. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right, cool. Okay, next step, links. Okay, I have this broken up in between 2 different style of links, power links and branded links. So what's the difference here? Power links are links that are powerful, right? But I want to utilize these things as best as I can, and I want to link only to the landing pages. Okay. We use a lot of different places in order to get those backlinks. Okay. And we've got a new kind of secret power on this one too that I'll share with you at the end here, if you stick with us. Okay. So anyways, I want to utilize these branded these power links, right? And I want to utilize them to go to the best, what I want to get ranked ultimately. Okay. Instead of linking back to the website. All right. I want them to go to the service pages, service plus location pages. Okay. Now I'm going to erase this because this is not part of I don't want to confuse that. Okay. The next part, links, or what I call branded links. These are mainly directory links. These are citations mainly these days. Places like Yelp, like Facebook, like LinkedIn, like just tons and tons of all, Yellow Pages, wherever, right? These are all just what are now called citations, right? Meaning that they have name, address, I can't write, phone number, NAP, right? That's what that stands for, name, address, and phone number, and a link to your website. Okay. This is right now one of the most organic and natural links to get in Google's eyes. So we want to make sure that we have lots and lots of those. If you notice, I've got 2% here and 98% over here. Okay. Lots and lots and lots of these types of links and 1 or 2 of these links, right? Because these are so powerful type things, right? So now I'm going to erase all this, by the way. Clear all drawings. There we go. Okay. So what do? Every single month, we stay consistent with it, and we add 4 of these, and we add some more of these right here. For our clients, we add around 100 per quarter. 100. I can't draw here. Sorry, y'all. It looks horrible. Let me try it better. We add around 100 of these landing pages every single quarter for our clients. Okay, roughly. Sometimes they're more, sometimes they're less. Okay. And we share them out. We link back to these pages, right? From all of these different websites. We link back over here every single month with all of these. Okay. The more consistent that you stay with it, the more steady you're going to find your website going up in the search engines. Everybody with me so far? This is not a hard concept, but in practice, it's a hard thing to do because you got to remember to do all this stuff. And that's why I built a team for me to do all this stuff for me, because I don't want to do all this stuff personally myself every single month. Okay. All right. So let me clear all my drawings again. Everybody with me? Everyone give me a 1. Does this make sense to everyone? Give me 1 in the chat bot. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Any questions before I move on from this? What happened here? Here we go. Any questions before we move on from here? Bill is asking branded links. Where exactly do we go? So what we can do is I can give you a list of some of the links that we like to go out and get. These, I call them citations. These used to be directories links, but they're the normal quote unquote type links that you would typically get. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So what about the power links? Okay. Yeah. So the power links, right? These to me are those, I don't know, like for us, we like to get these from a few sources. Okay. And we like to get them from pretty well-known type sources. And I like to get them nowadays by syndicating some of the content that we're writing for our clients. Okay. So we'll get to that here in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on here. If anyone has any more questions, remember speed, links, on-site content, mobile website, page title keywords, right? Meaning the title keywords for each page got to match up with the keywords that you're trying to get ranked for. Yeah. Hang on. Bear with me, y'all. I got to get out of this thing. Okay. So let's talk about the ultimate SEO checklist for roofers, right? If you are confused about what all the junk that you need to do, just go ahead and go over to our site at seochecklist.roofingsites.com, and you can fill in, the form there and download the ultimate SEO checklist. There's a checklist that we use in-house that we kind of, dressed up and made it look nice and all that kind of stuff. And this is what we do every single month, right? Month in and month out. Okay, this was not very long, honestly, 30-minute webinar in and out, right? That's good. So I want to thank you all for coming. If anyone has any questions, let's go ahead and take them now. Okay, let me see. All right. David is asking, I want to make sure I get this right. So David is asking, how does he rank his own website, right? Well, there's a lot that goes into that. That's a loaded question, right? So if you were going to rank your website, first, I would start with what does the competition look like? Okay, SEO is you ever play that game King of the Hill? When you're a kid, right? You all got up on a typically a play structure in the playground, and you try to push everyone off, and the person up at the top, is the winner. Well, SEO is very, very similar to King of the Hill, right? Whoever's going to get up to the top has to outdo everybody else. Okay. So it all starts with the competitive analysis. You want to make sure that you look to see what your competition is doing. All right. How do you do that? First, I would go to their website and see how many pages that they have, right? Not only how many pages do they have, are they blogging on a regular basis? Are they linking to their service plus location pages, right, on a regular basis? How many of those service plus location pages do they even have, right? So all of this is the on-site, content analysis, right? How good is their own SEO here, for on-site? Next, I would use a tool called majestic.com. It is a paid tool. It's like $90 a month or something like that. And essentially you want to go there and you want to look at everyone's backlink, put all of those URLs in and put their backlink profiles, put their URLs in and to see what their backlink profiles are. Okay. Once you've got all of that data in hand, then it's just a matter of outdoing them, right? If they've got 10 pages, add 20, add 100. Okay. If they have, better backlinks, go find out what those backlinks are. See if you can get those same backlinks yourself. Okay. That's how we found the vast majority of our backlink list is that we're constantly out there looking for what the competition is doing. And so that competitive analysis is kind of the very first start on how to rank your own website. Okay. Any other questions? I don't see any. Okay. All right, cool. All right. So I have an announcement. So we are running a new special, and I'm just going to go ahead and go to this page. We're running a special for the new year that we are calling the Roofers Ranking Machine, right? This is all the stuff that I was just telling you about and then some. Okay. So the Roofers Ranking Machine, we've got it bundled in with a whole bunch of other cool stuff, right? And we just want to make this a no-brainer for all roofers out there to go, wow, we need this. Okay. Because you do. Every single one of y'all do. Right. So the Roofers Ranking Machine is $5.97 a month with bonuses that are worth $2,685 per month. All right. So what does it include? It includes the Roofers Ranking Machine. And I'm going to scroll right down here. The Roofers Ranking Machine is everything that I just showed you, how to get ranked on Google. Okay. Number two, we are also including the Google 3-pack machine, right? Because getting ranked on Google now also means that you need to be in that 3-pack, right? And hopefully you understand what a 3-pack is, but it's a three. It looks like this right here, the three main areas here. What we're seeing, sorry for maps, right? What we're seeing is that a lot of phone calls are coming from this because Google has placed so much importance on this. They put it up at the top of the search engine result page. So we want to make sure that we're getting you ranked in both of those spots, right? And we're including that in here, right? Normally we would charge $9.97 a month just for the Google 3-pack machine service, okay? 3, we're also including the Roofers Content Machine. This is the 4 blogs, right, that we were discussing that you add every single month. Normally, if we just did this on its own, it's a standalone service for $397 per month, right? For us to write it, edit it, and post those articles and put those on your website, and then share them out to the social media channels. So we're throwing that in here as well. Next is the Roofers Signals Machine. So this is where we were talking about, where do you get those really juicy backlinks, right? Those really cool backlinks that I was talking about come from very known sources. Well, who's the most known sources? ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, CW, about 100 other different places that we can get backlinks from. Now, how do we do that? We syndicate the content that we just wrote for you up over here, okay? And so this is a super, super powerful strategy right here, and getting 4 really good backlink types, right? Sorry, 4 blogs times around 100 different types of these media websites. It gives Google some massive signals. So Google, we have found, loves the backlinks, but they love signals even more, right? So that's why we call this the signals machine. So a signal is basically something saying, hey, Google, this is really, really cool over here, right? Hey, Google, this is really, really cool over here. When we use this by itself, it just massively catapults websites up to the very top of the search engines. And we're throwing it in for free on this bundle, okay? Everybody with me? All right. All right, cool. Next one, every one of y'all needs a system in place to get reviews. Reviews are super, super important these days. If you're not getting reviews on your Google My Business, now the Google Business Profile, why they changed that, don't ask me, but Google My Business reviews, right? If you don't have a system in place, this is going to be the system. This is so easy to use. We have made it so dumb easy to use, and our account managers are actually reach out to you every single month and ask you, hey, will you send me some more of your customers so that I can reach out to them? It works. It works really, really well to get reviews. All right. So total package value here for the whole thing, everything for the roofers ranking machine is $2,685 per month, right? Super, super valuable for less money starting out. Now, here's the deal. This isn't going to last forever. This is, we're cutting this off at the end of the year. Okay. So that's why we call it the New Year special. Get in on this now. Okay. Go ahead and click yes, save my spot, fill out the form, and let's get started. Let's get you ranked and get you set off on the right foot for 2022. Now, what about questions on this? Okay. So guarantee, check this out. We threw this in there because we're so confident this is going to work for you that we're going to rank your site in 90 days or will work for free. All right. Can't get any better than that. Next is no contracts. You just sign up and we go. Okay. If you don't like it, if it doesn't work for you, if it's not working for you, it doesn't work for us. So we're not going to lock you into a long-term agreement. We don't like that either. Okay. So if you jump in here on this bundle, you get the guarantee, you get all of these cool bonuses, you get no contract, right? So if you don't like it by the end of January, you're out. Okay. All right. All you have to do is just click this yes, save my spot, and you can get going. Super, super easy. And we just get plugged into your website, your existing website, and we get going as quickly as we possibly can. All right. Any questions on that? No. All right. That's fine. All right, cool. Well, if you would like to talk to me about anything, just let me know. I am always available. You can email me at chris.hunter@roofingsites.com. Again, I'm the owner of Roofing Sites, and we love to work with roofers. So if you are a roofing company owner, I would love to talk, and let's start dominating the internet for you. All right. Okay. Well, I think that's it for today, and we will catch you on the flip side. See y'all later. Appreciate it.